So I'm just going to check that we are live in the right place. No, it hasn't caught up yet. There we are, sorted. So I can close that down. How are we? Hope you are all well. How's your weather? It's lovely here. It really is. It's a bit breezy, but it's really nice. That's giving me a right shadow, isn't it? It's a bit better. Right. Today and tomorrow left of Sale-A-bration, and that's it. It's all over for another year. So if there are any of them products that you want, you need to be grabbing them. Don't want you to miss out on products because you didn't realise, especially with like the month being short. Yeah, so that will end tomorrow at, I believe it's 10:59. Sometimes it can be later, but usually I believe it's 10:59 p.m. So yeah, get those orders in if you want any of the products. So this week I've been sharing with you projects I've made using some of the products that are available in the Sale-A-bration brochure. But of course we have had other products added to it that are from the main catalogue. I have a few of them. Some of them have sold out. I managed to get my hands on a couple of them before they became unavailable, should I say, not sold out. And some I'd already got. But I did manage to get this punch, which I'm really excited about. So, right, let's swap cameras and we can have a closer look at what we've got and what we're going to do. Don't forget, say hi in the comments if you're watching live, or hashtag replay. It's nice to see who's about. Quite nippy, isn't it? It's lovely, it's nippy. Well, I have opened windows more than normal, so maybe that's it. My camera's, I don't know, I feel like my camera's quite close today, but it won't go up any higher, and it's on the same settings on my phone, but my phone is doing all sorts of strange stuff lately. Now it's froze, but there we go. Just a quickie. I am waiting on a phone call from the hospital. So nothing's on do not disturb. So a phone call may come through, a text message and stuff. I'm sorry. If it is the hospital, I am going to have to answer it. So I apologise now for that. So we're going to go back to layouts, sketches, whatever you like to call them, from the annual catalogue. And we're going to create something like this. Maybe I'll create it exactly. Maybe I'll just, use that as inspiration. With some of our Sale-A-bration products. So I'm going to start with, I think, a white base, white front, card front, like I normally do. And then I have got the tree, or friendly seagulls. Hi Michelle, hope you're well. Happy birthday for yesterday, I believe it was. Hope you had a lovely day. So we've got those to use, and then I can bring in the planted paradise because that was added to the Sale-A-bration stuff. Now I have got in here some things that I have already stamped and cut, some leaves from before, but we'll just have a play and see where we end up. So we've got our card base, and then we've got a panel, and I think our panel is going to be some paper. So we have some gorgeous papers. These are the Toadstool Gardens, so I think we're going to use a bit of that. Thank you. Yes, was lovely. Oh, good. I am glad. That's a pretty piece. These are gorgeous. I love the toadstools. What shall we have? Oh, that's quite nice. The spotty, isn't it? Look, I think we need to go that one, don't we? That's cute. Right. So we're going to have a piece of that, and I am going to stick direct to this. So we're going to have 7 centimeters by 12.5 centimeters. I was just saying, my phone might ring. I'm waiting on a call from the hospital, so I have to get that. They may not call. They said it may be today, maybe tomorrow. So we've got that there, and then we want a tab, which I'm going to do that from cardstock and have our sentiment. You love that one. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Gorgeous papers. So for that, I am going to use a piece of, might go fresh freesia, because that's the purple in it. We'll see how that will look. Fresh freesia, where are you? I'm just going in my scrap box for a piece. Nope, that won't show up enough. So I'm going to take it bright, and that bright pink in here is Melon Mambo. And that's something I like about our papers, that the packs all have the colours on the back, where it tells you which papers they are. All the colours on in the paper are on there, so that's nice. That's better. That shows up better. So we'll have that for our sentiment. So I can cut that to 3 by 5.5. 5.5 by 3. And my plan is to put the sentiment on there. I might change my mind. And do something different. My phone's just made a noise, but I don't know what it was, and it hasn't come up on my laptop, so I don't believe it's anything we need to worry about. Right, so we can pop that out the way, and now we've got that, I'm kind of thinking that our card base, we could do Granny Apple Green. Let's have a look how that would look. We could have that on there like so. Nice and bright. Yeah, quite like that. And we'll go with that. Right, so I'm going to glue this down. It's a very simple card. Gorgeous stripes on the back. I'll pop that down in the centre, or thereabouts the centre. My ladies at class, they said, I'm like, that goes on there somewhere near the centre, and they're like, do you measure? I'm like, no, I don't measure. Just eyeball it. As long as it's thereabouts, it's fine. I do measure lots of things, but placement on things isn't one of them. Okay, so I'm going to cut this in a banner. So I'm just going to around the middle. I am a bit more, or try to be a bit more particular about this. I'm not the best at doing this. I always get it lopsided. I'm just going to cut up the middle, no exact amount, just a little, and then from each corner snip across. And the next one across, and we've got our banner. There we go. That's quite cute. Right, I'm just going to create my card base. So this is a standard card base. It's 14.9 by 21, and I'm going to score it at 10.5. And that'll fit in a standard A6 envelope. We can do that, and we can pop that on there. I'm going to glue that down. Let's say this one's a very simple card. And you could just leave it at exactly that with a sentiment on. But I think I'm going to add something on here. What? I'm not quite sure yet. Maybe a tree. Don't think we want seagulls, do we? I'll see what else. I could cut a mushroom out. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Right. I'll have a look at that and what else is on the papers that we can cut. So this, I'm going to, am I going to put my sentiment on there? If I can find a little sentiment, I will. Little hey friend. Let's see what that looks like. No, I think we need something that's a little bit deeper than just a line. And I know I have some somewhere. Oh, hello. What's that? Hello. What size is that? This was one of the other stamp sets that was available. It's unavailable at the moment in Sale-A-bration that I got. So it's got lovely hello. Oops, too far. That'd look pretty. And because these are quite fine, that'll go. It's fine. So I'm going to emboss that. Heat emboss it in white. Try and get the right one. Get my stamping mat because I'm using photopolymer. And I'll just add some embossing buddy onto there to get rid of any grease off our hands or anything else. Grab a block, pop my stamp on there. We'll get our Versamark. For those of you who don't know, Versamark is just a sticky ink. Ink that up, and then we can just pop that down on there. And that just gives us an inking of that, which is sticky. And it stays sticky for quite a while. And then we can just shake over our embossing powder. Give it a flick, not too hard. I've done that a bit hard. There we go. That's better. So that it just covers it in our powder. And we'll pop that back in. We do a heat embossing accessories kit that comes with a tray for doing this. I haven't got it yet. It's on my list. But you know what it's like. We want all the pretty things rather than the useful things. So I just use a piece of paper. It does the job. Right, let's put the heat tool in because I haven't got that plugged in. Oh, there we go. And we can heat this. Excuse the noise. I don't know if you'll be able to watch that melt. I don't know if you can see that, but it just becomes all shiny, and that's on there. It's gorgeous, isn't it? That hello, I love that. And that will go on there. And what I'm going to do is get some white twine out of my embellishment box. So I have white twine, just to wrap a little bit around there, just to give it a little bit of interest. I know we're using Sale-A-bration items, but it's okay to have a little bit of something else. And most crafters have got white twine. So I'm just going to wrap that round 3 times and chop that off. And then I'll add a little bow on there. This is where it becomes fiddly. I do struggle with twine. My hands don't like it. There we go. And I find it more difficult the fact that the piece of card isn't stuck down. Okay, so we can pull that so that it's equal. It's a little bit big. That's better. And we can move that to the end, a little bit closer to the end. I want it right on the end, like so. That'll go on there, and we'll just grab. I'm not quite sure how to help you with that. Some dimensionals. I didn't say her name, did I? At all. She can be quite annoying. Do you ever get that you're just talking and she thinks you're talking to her? And then when you want to talk to her, she doesn't hear, or she pretends not to hear. Right, I'll pop that on there, level with our basic white layer. And then we can just trim our tails to suit. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to have a look in these at what, because we've got those mushrooms we could fussy cut. But I'm going to see what other ones there are. You can see some fabulous papers in here. Lovely bright colours. But I think they're, yeah, so they're going to be the best ones. So I'm just going to fussy cut some of these. Now, the fact that that's got a leaf doesn't bother me, because I will fussy cut a leaf as well and add to it. I'll just cut round. I think my scissors need cleaning. We used them at class, and the ladies were cutting the tape with scissors. I need to give them a good clean. Now I have cut round that one leaf. I'm not going to cut round this next one because it goes off. Sounds like your 8-year-old. Yeah. Gosh, to have an 8-year-old. How, oh, I miss those days. So we've got that one. I love Hayden being older. Because we can share different things, but I do miss him being young. Popped up with some photos on Facebook yesterday of him with the dogs when we had the Fosters as well. Oh, so cute. They grow too quick. Too quick. It is a good age, yeah. Have you just got the one, Michelle? I think one's enough for anyone, really, isn't it? We've just got the one. House isn't big enough for another one. There's no way Della just sold the house to move. Where we live, Estelle's family bungalow, his mum and dad had it built. And when we moved, because we both lived here before, and then I got pregnant and we were like, right, we got to move out because his dad was still here. And we bought a house, but he always said he was coming back here. Coming back to his home. Far too quick. Yeah, just the one, and yes, he's enough. Yeah. Right, see, I can pop that over there where that little piece of green is. Now, they don't show up very well. I just want one more. So I am going to put just a little white shape behind there. So yeah, so we're in the bungalow and it's only a 2-bed and it's tiny, really. So yeah, it's a good job there is no more. All right, go around here. It's taking me a lot longer to fussy cut today. Oh, on a bit of a slow day today, I think. Okay, I don't want that one. Right, so I just want to grab a little white circle, I think. Just to pop those on. These are the stylish shapes where we get our circles, squares and banners, and that will be perfect. So let's pop these back, and I will grab just a scrap. I've got a smaller one than that. Not much. Scrap of white cardstock and move that out the way. I'm not putting things away. I'm getting in a mess. We'll grab my little die cutting machine and we will cut us one of those. And that'll just give that something to layer onto, to make it stand out a little bit more. Hey, that's so much better. All right, let's glue these onto here. My glue's right in front of me. I'm having a trip to IKEA later. My friend's, she wants to go to IKEA. She hasn't been for a long time. And she didn't want to go alone. She knows I like going, so she was like, would you like to come? I was like, well, would I? Yes, please. I'm not buying anything. Not buying anything. I don't need anything. But I just like to go and have a mooch. Now I'm just going to add dimensionals to the tops of these mushrooms, toadstools, whichever they are. Just so we can have a bit of added dimension. But the stalk I am going to glue flat. It's stuck on my finger. Come on. Thank you. I'm just going to put that slightly off the circle. No, don't like that. It's not in the right place. So I'm not going to put it off the circle at all. I lied. That's better. Because I want it at an angle, but I want to cover that little bit of greenery. There we go. And then we'll also raise this one slightly. Oops. We all say that, but end up buying some. Well, yeah, I know. But I'm not. I don't. I just can't think what I'm. Well, yeah. Can't think of anything that I would think, oh, that'd be. But yeah, it's quite likely, isn't it? All right, and we're just going to add that flat to there. Because it wouldn't be nice on dimensionals, yeah. I try and only use one set of dimensionals because postage. With one layer, it'll go through normally as a standard letter. Sometimes it gets caught and ends up having to go large, but with 2 layers on, it'll definitely be large. Do I want it on? No, I'm going to put it off slightly. Just there. There we go. And then we want a little bit of bling. And these are part of the Sale-A-bration as well. And we'll add a few of those. And we'll go different sizes, different colours. Doesn't matter if you can hardly see them. That's fine. I'll like that one under there. And then we'll have, I'll just use that one over there. Use a little one down there. And one of those little ones. Down here. There. That's that. And then we'll do our inside of our card. And again, standard matte layer, 10 centimeters by 14.4. And I haven't stamped anything, so I've got nothing to correspond to go in. So I'm just going to put a little strip of paper, about a centimetre wide and 14.4 there. And I'm just That was odd. Wow. Very odd. Sorry about that. We should be back now, hopefully. That's why I usually have everything on Do Not Disturb. Oh, good. I am back. Thank you. But because of this phone call, I can't. I mean, they could have phoned me absolutely any time, you know, other than today. And it might not be today. That's the thing. It could be tomorrow. But they said, oh, we might call you back today if we can. Like, yeah, great. Really? I mean, they're hoping to get me in to see a consultant within the next 2 weeks. It was when last Monday. I go away on the 12th. I'm like, please let it be before that. I'd like to get it all sorted before. So there we go. That's our first card. That's just really simple. That's just using the papers for that. Right. So our second card, we will use another of these, I think, of our layout. So we've done that one. I think we've got that many left that we haven't done. Oh, we've got this one. So we've got 3 strips and a piece in the middle. So I am going to use for this, thank you, Michelle, some of the other paper, or one of the other papers that we've got available, which is Bloom Impressions. And this is, I love this. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I want 3 pieces. These are flowery on one side, but then on the other they've got like watercolor wash. So I could, that one could go that one. On the back of that it's got some flowers as well, and that one, I think that'd be nice. Yeah, we'll go those colours. That piece would be big enough. Cut into a great big piece. But yeah, lovely bright colours on this. Right. So we need 3 strips that are 12 by 3. The blue looks like the sky. It does, doesn't it? I don't know if I've shared it yet, but I created a card. This one, that's, if it hasn't gone out this week, it will. Using it as the sky, and then I cut up parts of the kit that's available in the Sale-A-bration brochure as well. That's the Rainbow Celebration kit. It's a fabulous kit. Put it in shot. Brilliant kit, but yeah, it makes a fabulous sky. Right, so 12 by 3. So I'll cut that at 3. And I like sometimes, you know, I like to make my own backgrounds, but having a paper that will do like a sky or something sometimes is brilliant. You don't always want to create our own. That looks lovely, thank you. That's that one. And then our final one, the purple. I mean, you can do this with any papers, can't you? I mean, any set of papers that you want, they've all would all look fab done like this. Doesn't have to be flowers, or could be absolutely anything. Right, so we've got our 3 strips of paper, and then we're going to have a piece of card, and then we want our background. So I am going to use a coloured background, and for the coloured background I am going to go with decisions. I think I'm gonna go peach pie. Oh no, the green. We'll go Coastal Cabana. I do like a bit of Coastal Cabana. I've got some scrap bits here. I can cut this. I think that'll look lovely with those on. Yeah. So I'm going to trim that off there. Keep that for something else. And then I want 10 by 14.4. Just making sure I've got nice neat edges. Because that's the thing with my scrap box. Things get knocked about and the edges get scuffed. So I just chop them down. I'm going to separate that like that with the purple in the middle. There we go. I like that. And then we want a 9 by 7. And what shall we do that? I wonder if we went Melon Mambo. Is it Melon Mambo in it? It is. Let's see. I don't use a lot of Melon Mambo, but with using that just, don't know if this will be any good. It's a bit tatty. Let's trim that edge off. Straighten that. 7. Keep that bit, can be used for something. And a 9. These lovely bright cards today. That can go in the centre like so. And then I'm going to emboss, dry emboss this time with the Starstruck embossing folder, and that's also out the Sale-A-bration. So the majority of what we're using is from Sale-A-bration, which is good. I'll pop that in there. Now I do have to use my larger machine for this because it's too wide to go through the mini. I usually have it at the side of me on my trolley, but my cat has now totally claimed that trolley. So I need that plate and those two. And we'll pop that through. This is a lovely embossing folder. I shall be sad to to see it leave tomorrow, the end of tomorrow. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? Love it. And even though it's starstruck, I think it looks like flowers. Right, pop that on there. Pop those away. I don't think we'll need that again. It is pretty, isn't it? Right, so I'm going to glue some of this down. So we've only got a narrow gap in between each of those. And again, for me, it's guesswork, all by eye. But that's okay. Do that one and then this one. Yes, it looks like flower. Yeah, I think it's beautiful. It might come back at some point. You never know. We can hope. Right, that's pretty level. That's pretty level, I think. Yep. No, you watch this be totally out. Oh, yeah, and it is. What looked level isn't, but hey ho. It's level to my eyes. No one's going to mind. Sure. Okay, that's that one on. And then this one I'm going to pop up on dimensionals. Let's grab a few of those, stick those on there. And that one. There we go. Oh, and I just realised yesterday, it's Pancake Day, isn't it, on Tuesday? Or am I a week early? Oh, I think it is Tuesday. I'm sure when I asked that machine over there with its voice, because I had a thing off my milkman about having extra. If I order an extra pint, I'll get half a dozen free eggs. No, if I order half a dozen eggs, I get a free extra pint to make my pancakes. It is indeed, yes. Yeah, I thought I was right. So I was like, oh my gosh, can't believe how fast that's come round. Love Pancake Day. What do you have on your pancakes? I'm just sugar and lemon. Just love sugar and lemon on pancakes. Right, so we've got that. And then I'm going to pop that, I think, on a white card base. I think that's the way I'm going to go. Just to lighten it up a bit. Line that up on there. There we go. Yeah, ties in the white on the papers a little bit then as well. Oh, I've gone really cold. I've turned the heating off. Well, say off, right down. Michelle says, me too. So likes chocolate spread and jam, and hubby likes biscuit. Son likes chocolate spread or jam. Yeah. Biscoff, oh my gosh. Yeah, when I was at the pub, I was chefing there, we had a Biscoff dessert on. So we had the biscuits And the ones we used to have stupidly were them single, you know, the packs of two, like you have in cafes and stuff. Well, I mean, surely you can get them in a pack that's cheaper, but hey ho, we had those. And we had the sauce, and I've got to say, I think the staff ate more than what we sold. Because the biscuits were opened, and it was like, right, oh no, you know, we'll have a coffee, we'll have a pack of them. So everybody did that, and then anytime anybody had anything slightly sweet, it was Biscoff sauce all over it, and yeah, fatal to have that, isn't it? It is gorgeous though, and I gotta say, I think those biscuits are one of the nicest biscuits. Hayden loves them. Remember when he was little? Anytime we went anywhere for coffee, she had to have my biscuits. Right, so I think we just want a nice, simple sentiment on there. And I'm thinking of bringing in the wanted to say dies. Would be rude not to. Well, it would, wouldn't it? So does Luke. He collects everyone's. Yeah, I can understand it. They are gorgeous. My hairdresser, she has them. And when I go there, they have the single wrapped ones. But she always gives us two. I'm like, oh, I eat the one, try and wait for the other one. But yeah, when I've had the one, I'm like, I need to eat the other. So these dies have got some beautiful sayings in. Feel better soon. You're so. Is it you're so kind? Oh, you're too kind. It's hard to read backwards. Happy birthday and celebrate. Now, I'm not sure if a happy birthday. Oh, no, I think that would be about right. And then, so that cuts it out, and then that cuts out a matted layer for it. So I reckon if we do it white with Blackberry Bliss, the purple, let's have a go at that. Sounds like a bit of a plan to me. So let's find a piece of cardstock. There we go. Pop. Oh no, I want the outline in white. Put that in there. Excellent. So that gives us that. And then use this bit, if I can find a bit of Blackberry Bliss. Isn't a colour I use very often. It's a gorgeous colour, but not one I use for some reason. Get that on there. Yep, there we go. We'll run that. Move that out the way. I think dies like this are fab. 2 layers. I just add that little bit of something to your card. And I think because of the size of them, you don't need anything else on the card. If you don't want to, you can just leave it as the words. Right, I'll just pop out all these little bits from inside the letters. Starting to get a bit of a headache. I haven't eaten today, so that could be why. Right. You know, and you just have one of them days where it's, oh, I'll just do this, I'll just do that. I mean, I was up, for me, early, 8 o'clock. It's my normal time to get up. I'd been awake a while, but I had things happen and phone calls, and I was like, I'll have something to eat in a bit, I'll have something to eat in a bit. And it just hasn't happened. Alright, so just pop that in the centre of that outline, and then we can do our birthday. But yeah, I do forget to eat if I've got stuff to do, because I just want to get on and do what I got to do. But I shall have something when I come off here, and then because I'm going to IKEA with my friend, we're not eating at IKEA. I can't believe we're not eating at IKEA, but there you go, we are not. We're having a curry after. My hubby's going over to see her hubby, and then we're meeting back there, and we're going to have a curry, so that'll be nice. There we go, and pop that on there. How pretty is that? Gorgeous, if I do say so myself. And then we can just pop that on there, and I am going to put this one flat down. I'll just add a bit more glue on the back of there. Now it does overhang, which is why I haven't gone right to the edges. I'm putting plenty of glue on because of that being embossed. In fact, I know what we can put on there that I've had come today because I ran out. A little bit of gold, twisted gold thread, just to give it a little bit more bling. You love the colours. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Do you know, colours, because of colour is the main reason I got into Stampin' Up, because everything coordinates so well. The colours are beautiful. We have 52 colours, stock colours, and then we have our 2 sets of ink colours that run, and that's 10. We have gorgeous colours, but my ink matches my pens, which matches my card, which matches the papers. I mean, before I used to double bow, I think, try and match stuff together, and yeah, it doesn't work. Doesn't work. The reds aren't quite the same, and you know. So yeah, I love the fact that Stampin' Up's colours do all coordinate perfectly. Right. Not the best at doing these. First time I was shown how to do them, it worked really well. And then since then, it's all gone a bit odd. So don't try and watch what I'm doing to try and replicate it, because you won't. Yeah. Right. We'll do it the other way. We'll do it the other way. So I want a double bow. We'll do a faux one. Not having much luck with this, am I? Oh my gosh. Lisa, what are you doing? Right. There. out. That's there, that's there. That's too big. I'm gonna cry. I really am gonna cry. Right. There. We can make it a faux bow. It's fine. And we can just pop that on top, like so. And that will hold it enough. So we can faff to make it where we want it. Pull that across a bit. There we go, that's better. Across there. And then I'm just going to tuck that up there somewhat so that it doesn't show underneath. It'll look better. Doesn't matter if a little bit of it shows, but I don't want masses of it showing. We can trim that and trim that. That's better. Right. There we go. And then we can add some of these again. And I think we'll go with the dark purple, pink. I mean, they're called purple sequins, but they look pink to me. There we go. And trim that some more. Yeah, I quite like that. Doesn't turn out too bad. So just enough for that as well. And we can use a bit more paper. I think I want to use a bit of this one. So again, just have a centimetre of that. And 14.4. Come on. Struggling to pick things up today. It's like it used to be when I had gel nails and they were quite thick. Hard to pick things up. I haven't had it for a while, but today it's happening. Thank you, Michelle. And other than the cardstock and a little bit of twine, they're created with free products. I've had to earn them free. I've had to, you know, order product to get them free. But I haven't ordered anything just to get them. The stuff I'd have ordered anyway. So, where did I put the other one? Oh, there. There we go. And there are our 2 cards for today using the sketches that are in the main catalogue and the majority of free products. Yeah, pleased with those. I like like you say, I like the colours on those. They are pretty, aren't they? Let's just switch the camera back. There we go. So yeah, very pleased. Don't look at my hair too much. I've washed it and dried it and that's it. But yeah, there we go. So don't forget, Sale-A-bration finishes at 1 minute to 11 tomorrow night, and that's because of the time difference with the States and stuff with everywhere. Here it finishes at 10:59. So any orders after that won't count. So yeah, if you wanted any of those products, or you've got an order to go in and think, you know what, I may as well order now, where I can get some extra products for free, do that. Don't want you to miss out. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me. And I will be back next week. Hope you have a lovely week. Weekend's supposed to be decent, I believe, or at least here it's supposed to be decent. Sunday I have a whole day of craft because hubby is going out, so that's nice. Hayden will be off at meeting and stuff, so yeah, I'm gonna have a craft day on Sunday, so I'm looking forward to that. Right, I shall pop off and see what Hayden's up to and get ready for my friend to come and fetch me in about an hour. Right, thanks very much for joining me, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye. Thank you, Michelle.